Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. We are jumping right into a really captivating modern fable today, called The Golden Flame of Firefly Forest. It is such a heartwarming story, and honestly, it's packed with some pretty profound takeaways that we're going to unpack together. So, let's just dive right in.
To set the scene, picture this idyllic, super peaceful village called Willow Creek. This is where we meet our main character, Lily. Now, Lily is this cheerful kid who just absolutely loves exploring nature. She isn't out there trying to slay dragons or go on these crazy, world-altering adventures. She's totally content just collecting colorful flowers and sitting by her window every single evening watching thousands of fireflies dance through the woods. She's basically this quiet, mindful observer who really appreciates the everyday magic of the natural world. And, establishing that baseline of tranquility makes what happens next hit that much harder.
Because one night, that quiet routine gets completely flipped upside down. Lily is looking out her window, and she notices something strange. She asks herself, what in the world is that bright golden glow shining deep within the trees? Amidst all that familiar, gentle flickering of the fireflies, there is this one intense, unmistakable golden light. It just completely breaks the pattern of the forest. And naturally, curiosity kicks in. She literally has no choice but to follow this mysterious light into the woods. It's that classic, undeniable pull of the unknown.
So she wanders deeper into these hushed, mysterious woods, and she stumbles upon a stunning scene. There is this ancient golden lantern hanging right from the branch of a silver tree. The contrast there is just amazing, right? You've got this warm, glowing gold against the cool, metallic silver. It instantly creates this huge sense of wonder. The lantern is sparkling with this undeniable magical light, and suddenly all these fireflies start swarming around it. At this point, we are firmly in the realm of deep, ancient magic. But, well, there's a catch.
Out of that massive swarm of fireflies, this one tiny firefly named Flicker zips over to her, and he is buzzing with absolute panic. He essentially cries out that the magic lantern is in desperate trouble and needs her help. Flicker fills her in on the local lore, explaining that this ancient lantern is what protects the magical light of the entire Firefly Forest. But there's a massive, immediate crisis. The lantern's golden flame, the actual source of its power, has completely vanished.
And the stakes here? They're absolutely sky-high. Losing this flame is an existential crisis for Willow Creek. If they don't get the golden flame back, the ecosystem is basically doomed. We are talking about the forest going dark forever. Those beautiful, glowing flowers Lily loves so much, they just stop glowing. The animals would be completely lost in this unending darkness, and the magical fireflies would literally lose their ability to shine. It would be a total, devastating loss of light and life. Lily gets this immediately. She knows, right then and there, she's got to step up. So, with the survival of the forest on the line, the rescue mission is officially a go. Flicker gives Lily a very specific, totally crucial tool for this adventure, a glowing map. This isn't just any map. It's what's going to guide them through the darkest, most dangerous corners of the woods. This is the exact moment Lily goes from being just a curious kid watching from her bedroom window to an active hero on a mission to save her world. This glowing map takes them on a wild ride through 3 incredibly vivid landscapes. First up, they have to brave the Singing Flower Garden, which is this crazy place practically vibrating with musical nature. From there, they push through the Butterfly Meadow, and finally they have to navigate the Rainbow Mushroom Valley. And these aren't just random hurdles. They serve as a visual tour of the exact magic that is on the verge of being swallowed by the dark. It really drives home what they are fighting to protect. The best part, though, is that they don't have to tackle this alone. As they trek through these magical valleys and meadows, they bump into some awesome new friends who are ready to jump into the fray. You've got Acorn the Squirrel bounding in to help search for clues, and Daisy the Rabbit hopping right along with them. It is such a great example of community and teamwork. The forest creatures are literally rallying together to save their home. It proves that when things get tough, a shared crisis can forge a really powerful shared purpose.
Eventually, after this long, exhausting search for clues, the map finally brings their little fellowship to the ultimate destination, the Crystal Hollow. As they step inside, they're bracing themselves, right? They've got to be wondering what kind of terrifying monster or evil villain could have stolen something as powerful as the golden flame. So they peer into the shadows, expecting the worst.
And they actually do find the missing golden flame sitting right there in the hollow. But there's no monster. The big bad thief? Yeah, it wasn't some villain hatching an evil plot. It was just a super shy, really nervous little hedgehog named Sunny. He wasn't hoarding the magic for world domination, he actually thought he was protecting it. It's this brilliant little twist that takes our expectation of a massive boss battle and swaps it for something way more gentle and emotionally complex.
To really wrap our heads around why Sunny took the flame, we just have to listen to his side of the story. He looks at them and says, "I found the flame and I kept it because I thought its light would help everyone notice me." Wow, talk about a completely relatable human emotion. Sunny isn't a bad guy, he's just really insecure. He felt totally invisible in this massive, magical forest, and he legitimately thought he needed to possess a literal glowing golden light just to be worthy of some attention. It's such a striking metaphor for how we sometimes use flashy external things to hide our own internal feelings of not being enough.
Now, Lily's reaction here is just a masterclass in empathy. She doesn't yell at him or lecture him about how he almost ruined the forest. Instead, she just smiles so kindly and tells him, "You don't need magic light to be special." And her animal crew backs her right up. Acorn the Squirrel nods and says, "We already think you're amazing." Daisy the Rabbit chimes in with, "And we'd love to be your friend." They give Sunny the one thing the Golden Flame never actually could: genuine acceptance. You can just imagine Sunny's eyes lighting up, because that core need he had to be seen and valued, it was finally met.
So, with Sunny finally feeling like he belongs, the whole crew works together to carry the golden flame back where it belongs. And the second that flame touches the ancient lantern, whoosh! That dark, fading, depressing forest is instantly wiped away, replaced by an absolute explosion of golden light that just surges across the entire woods. Suddenly, thousands of fireflies are lighting up the sky. The flowers are glowing brighter than they ever have, the rainbow mushrooms are sparkling, and the animals are literally dancing under the stars. The magic is restored, but honestly, it feels even stronger now, because it was brought back through genuine teamwork and compassion.
Fast forward to the next morning. Lily wakes up back in her totally normal, quiet bedroom in Willow Creek. She looks around, and for a split second, she kind of wonders, was that insane adventure just a dream? But then, right there on her windowsill, she spots a tiny, glowing firefly. It gives her a little wink before fluttering off into the morning. Lily just smiles. It's this perfect, quiet confirmation that the adventure, the magic, and most importantly, the friends she made and the lessons she learned were 100% real.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this? I think it beautifully redefines what it actually means to be special. It's about being kind, being caring, and just being yourself. It's that realization that you really don't need to shine the absolute brightest to be important. Sunny thought he needed a literal magical object to have any worth, but Lily taught him, and by extension reminds all of us, that our true value comes from our character, our empathy, and just being authentically who we are.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer today. I want to leave you with a question to chew on. In a world that is so full of artificial magic, whether that's social media filters, chasing status, or just constantly hunting for the next shiny thing, how will you let your own genuine kindness shine today? Because remember, you absolutely do not need the golden flame to be noticed. Your unique presence is already enough. Thank you so much for exploring this story with me. Keep learning, keep being kind, and I will catch you in the next explainer.
For more interesting videos, subscribe our YouTube channel